Hi, Yarny friends. My name is Donna, and this is Donna Loves Yarn. I want to welcome you today to my channel and to this video. And I think I have to let the dog in. Yep, he can't be without me. Okay, come on up, and you can't get into my stuff. Go on up. I'm filming in my bedroom today because the sun was going down. So I just brought everything in here. And as I was about to start recording, my son pulled up, so I had to stop. So hopefully he can't hear me. Not that I care. It just makes me a little self-conscious. So today I have a few things that I want to bring to you. If you saw my shorts that I put up the other day, well, they weren't really shorts, they were just short videos. You saw that I broke out the old circular knitting machine. Hadn't done that in a long time. So I'm not sure what inspired me to do that, but I did. I broke it out and I made some hats. And I even made this little cowl. Actually it's an infinity scarf. I wrapped it twice. This is wool. It feels so good. Oh my gosh. This is a, what yarn is this? I tried to remember what yarn it was because I couldn't remember where the green came from. But anyway, it's superwash wool. I do know that. So I wanted to share my hats with you. I wanted to share my visit for the crochet group today, which is Sunday. Today's Sunday, the 18th of February, 2024. And then I wanted to share an acquisition. So we'll start with the crochet group. Well, there was no crochet group today. I drove all the way over there and there was no group. The room was empty. No one else had reserved it. There was another woman there that was of the mind that we had a group today. The group we started about a month ago, and last week was the third week in a row. I know that it was third week in a row because I missed the second one. I was there the first one and the third one. I missed the second one. So as far as I knew, there was a group today. So she and I showed up. Nobody was there. She brought her son. He looked to be about 10. I took my knitting machine because I had posted in the Facebook group 2 days ago, might have been yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago, that I was going to bring that, and if anybody wanted to practice or see how if they liked it, I would have it and I would bring some yarn and anybody could try it out. And I had several people say, oh, that'd be great. I've been thinking about getting one of those. So I was excited to take it. And I had a little container of some Dollar Tree yarn that I took with me. And the woman, her son, said he wanted to try it and make a hat. She's teaching him how to crochet. And so he was very interested in trying to make a hat. So we had a little bit of trouble. For all those of you who don't know and who might want to invest in a knitting machine, particularly a Centro, not all yarns are created equal. And what I mean by that is not all Dollar Tree yarns. And this could hold true for other brands of different colors. So if you don't know, Dollar Tree has yarn, 2 different brands. One is a Premier, which is a very popular brand. The other is Crafters I don't want to say Crafter's Secret because that's not it. Crafter's Square. But anyway, I made up several hats using the Dollar Tree yarn because I'm going to give them to my son to hand out to people at work, or if he sees homeless on the street, you know, here, have a hat. So I started out making some hats just using that Dollar Tree yarn. Well, the little boy today, he wanted a blue hat. So we broke out the blue. I had 2 skeins of blue, and that machine didn't like that blue at all. It was a little heavier than the yarn that I used to make a couple of the hats that I did. So it was dropping stitches, and it just didn't like it and I used the very loosest tension setting on the tensioner. I used the very loosest one, and it was still dropping stitches. So I had the same experience when I was trying to incorporate the white into another hat. It was dropping stitches on the white. And you can kind of feel the difference based on the color. So now I know what to feel for if I want to use the Dollar Tree yarn again to make a hat or a scarf or whatever. So let me just show you what I made, starting with the Dollar Tree. So this one is just a basic beanie, no brim, and this was made using one of the tweed yarns from Dollar Tree. So Premier Just Tweed. Turned out really nice. Not a single drop stitch. Very, very nice. Very nice hat. There's another one that I made with the grayish tweed that has a brim on it. I didn't bring it in with me. I think he's claimed that hat, even though he tells me all the time, Mom, I have enough hats. So this next one, I'm trying to remember what yarns I used. Look, oh, I know what I used. Okay, so I had 1 skein of a yarn from Willow. It was a discontinued. It was a very small skein. I think it was just over 100 yards. I knew it wasn't going to go very far. And it was on the thin side. It was like a thin 3. So I held that double with a yarn I've talked about before. It's called Peyton's Lace Sequin. So I held this Willow yarn double with the Peyton's Lace Sequin, and I got this. Look at those sequins. I love that. I just love it. And I haven't sewn the ends in. It's reversible. I haven't sewn that in yet. So there's that one. That one worked out beautifully. Not a single drop stitch on that one. And then I made this one, and this one I held double also. This was a yarn from the Hobby Lobby clearance sale about 2 years ago. The yarn is called 44th Street, and it's a very fine yarn. It's probably a 2 weight. I held that double also with that Peyton's Lace Sequin. And you can see the sequins. There's a piece of yarn there. So there's that side, and then there's that side. And it's funny when you're holding the yarn double, depending on how those 2 yarns are going into the guide, determines what's on which side of the fabric. So you see you see more of the Peyton's Lace there, but on the reverse you see more of the orange. That is so cool how that happens. Depending on how, because it goes through the guide, so you end up with one yarn basically on top of the other, I think, and so when I knew that that was happening, I was switching them. I started switching them back and forth to get this look. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. All right, then I have a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. So then I grabbed a hank of the K&C 100% Superwash Merino, which I've talked about several times on my channel. And this colorway was called Bouquet. And I didn't hold it double, and it worked out beautifully. It's a little on the thin side because it's a 3-weight yarn, so it's a little thin, but it's adorable. I think it turned out great. I think it's adorable. So that's four of the hats I made. And then, like I said, I made this, and then I made another shorter scarf last night. I wish I'd made it a little bit longer because it hangs about like this, so it's too short to double up. But it's still cute. It's still really cute. All right, so that's 2 of the 3 items. The last one is my acquisition. And if you guys remember, or if you saw a video that I did about a month ago, I acquired some yarn from a local Facebook Marketplace seller. Excuse me. And she gave me a great price. It ended up being about $10 a hank for everything that I bought from her. And these are high-end yarns. Very high-end yarns. So about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, she messages me and she says, "Do you want the rest of it?" Well, yeah, I want the rest of it. Especially when I saw that she had some more of the same colorway that I had received in the first go around. She had more of that colorway. And I'll show that to you first because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And if you remember when I was talking about it, I told you that she smokes. So this has to be aired out. So hopefully it's a sunny day tomorrow, even if it's cold. Hopefully it's a sunny day tomorrow, maybe a little breezy, full sun, and I can lay these out and hopefully get rid of the odor, because I'm telling you what, it's strong. It's a shame. It's really a shame because this yarn is mostly wool, and I don't know about you, but if I have wool yarn, I want to smell that wool. I really do. And when this yarn has been subjected to the smell of smoke for so long, I don't know that smell of wool is ever going to come back. I smelled one of the ones that I aired out the first time, and I can't smell the wool. So it's very sad. It's very, very sad. So, you know, if she makes stuff for anybody, I can't imagine she would be able to give it to anybody. You know? If you're watching this, Nancy, I'm sorry. I love you, but I don't like the smell. Smoke, but I love the yarn. Believe me. All right. So this first bit of yarn. Oh, and I counted everything, and I think I have 27 hanks of yarn. So that's what might take this a little while, because I'm going to show you each and every one. So these were all in a bag, so maybe they won't smell. No, they still smell. Look at that. This is Northern Lights. I have one of these already, so now I have two. Have you ever seen a more beautiful? It's more vibrant in person. It's way more vibrant in person. It's kind of muted on my screen. It's way more vibrant. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So one of those. And then this one, I had two of. And now I've got three. That is the most beautiful royal purple I've ever seen. And I mentioned in my other video where I showed this that I have some other yarns that are this color. And I mean, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And the two other ones that were in that bag. So I could probably pair all those with that. So I didn't mention it, but the brand of all of these is called Art Yarns. These are typically very expensive. These are on fabulousyarn.com all the time, and they're like $35 a hank. I got these this time for just over 10. Just over 10. I'm going to call it 10 because she gave me some hooks. So I'm going to call it 10. Anyway, this is Art Yarns Merino Cloud. And they are 80% extra fine merino, 20% cashmere. I traded her. I paid her, but I also traded her some of that Knit Picks palette yarn that I got, that I showed a few videos back. That big old bag of donuts. So I traded her some of that and then cash, and it's like, win. So anyway, so Art Yarns, normally like $35. Let's see if there's a, yeah, they generally just have color numbers. That's $3.19. I have two of these yellows, I do believe. Where's the other one? Oh, it's over there. Two of these yellows. Yep, $3.19. Two of those. Those go over there. And I have two of the, oh my gosh. Look at that color. This is N22D. Same specs, merino and cashmere. So soft. I don't know what I'm going to make with all this, but it has to be something very, very special and something that I know I'm not going to mess up. It's gorgeous. I mean, that's the most bright fuchsia. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then, yeah, that one of that. So, continuing with Art Yarns. This one is color 2313, and it's basically like a woodland color. It's greens and browns and olive greens. It looks kind of gray on the screen, but it's not. There's no gray. It's just different shades of green. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. The yardage on these, by the way, is 437 yards of some of the most soft yarn you'll ever feel. Oh, I'm so sad that it smells. So sad. And then here's another color number 338. Beautiful royal blue. Same specs, everything. And another art yarn, color 247, gray. I may have some more. No, I don't think I've got more of this. But I have other gray yarns, just not wool and cashmere. You guys, this was such an incredible score. I wasn't going to let it go. And she commented about the palette yarn that I traded. And she was like, I love this stuff. Well, that's just wool. This is so much better. So then I thought, maybe she just doesn't want to invest in a Swift and a ball winder, that she wants to get rid of these hanks, because this is way more valuable and way more beautiful and way more everything than that Knit Picks yarn. So this is like an emerald green, color 324. It's shown up kind of teal, but it's a true emerald green, and it's kind of heathered, meaning there aren't light bits in it. There's kind of darker bits throughout. It's beautiful. That would make a great shawl. With another color, I don't know. Maybe with the gray and green. That would be nice. So that's it for the art yarns. No more art yarns. So now we move on to a yarn I've never had before. And it is the Earth yarns, URTH. And I have 7 of them. 4 are the same and 3 are the same. Here's the first one. This is hand-dyed, self-striping, extra fine merino, unique worsted, UNEEK, worsted. Earth yarns, 220 yards. Calls for a 4 to 5 millimeter needle. Doesn't say hook. Color 4004. Don't iron. You can, I guess you can machine wash because it's super wash merino. 30 degrees Celsius. There's all the symbols. And for every hank, of course, I didn't buy it from the manufacturer, so the tree has already been planted. But for every hank that you purchase, they plant a tree. Each skein of Earth Yarns plants a tree in Africa. Planting trees not only prevents soil degradation, but provides food, marketable products, and fuel wood for families, increasing their income by 400%. Earth Yarns, URTH yarns.com or trees.org. So that's a pretty rainbow. And I have 4 of them. 4 of them. That's a nice worsted. That's pretty nice. I'm not a huge fan of rainbow, but that'll make something beautiful. Okay, the next one, this one shouldn't smell because it's still in the packaging. This is also Earth Yarns. There we go. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so this is monochrome worsted, hand-dyed tonal merino yarn. And color number 4067. 220 yards, 100 grams. 4.5 to 5.5 millimeter needle. That's really pretty. That's about as neutral as you get. And here's what their worsted looks like. I think it's a little thin on the worsted because it's not that much not much different from the Can C yarns that I have. And it's plied the same way. That smells weird. I don't know. Maybe it's the vinegar. It has kind of a weird smell, but it's not smoky. Thank goodness it's not smoky. Okay. Now, the last brand that I got, I have quite a few of. And they're all onesies. And they're all from Madeline Tosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hanks of Madeline Tosh. All in different colors, I believe. Some of them have, maybe all of them. Yep. They all have like a space theme. Yeah. Yep. They all have a space theme or constellation, planets theme. So first we have Mars in retrograde. And this is hand-dyed yarns, DK twist, 100% merino wool, 250 yards. Let's see. Dyed by hand in Texas from wool ethically sourced in Peru. Probably hand wash. Does it say? That's probably hand wash. Cool. I don't think that's a washing machine. There's the symbols. So that's DK twist. They may all be, yeah, I think they're all DK twist. Next one, Jupiter's Moon. And this is just a speckled yarn. Same specs, 250 yards. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Let's see. There's their, that's their DK. There's that one. Here's Jupiter Affair. Very nice. Oh, this is Twist Light. So this is only a 1 weight. So they aren't all the same. So this is 75% superwash, 25% nylon. So that's sock yarn. And let's see the 1 weight. That's a 1 weight. So that's Jupiter Affair. That's really nice. The next one is another twist light, and it's called Pluto. And it's another speckle. Man, these are beautiful. I don't think I gave the yardage. 420 yards. Everything else is the same. This is the sock yarn like the one just before it. Pluto. Okay, next one is also a twist light called Cosmic Silver. And this is mostly grays with some splashes of color throughout. There's some red, or dark pink rather, some teal, some yellow, maybe some orange. 420 yards. Some of these I could mix. I don't know if I'd mix those two. I don't know. Maybe. That probably wouldn't look too bad. Let's see here. Let's continue with the twist light if there's any more. There's a twist light. And a twist light. And the last two are DK twist. So here we have Constellation. Isn't that gorgeous? That's beautiful. She has a dog too, so there's a little bit of dog hair. I think she has Chihuahuas. So it's short hairs, but that's okay. I'll take hair over smoke smell any day. Isn't that beautiful? It's coming up a little muted. It's a little brighter in person. Yeah, it's a little brighter in person. Constellation. Gorgeous. My goodness. I can't believe that she was getting rid of all this stuff. Okay, and the last twist light is called Dark Moon. And this has got blues and dark wine colors, cream. That's basically it. Beautiful. Dark Moon. Oh. All right, and then the last two are DK twists. So they're DK weight. Mars Rover. And this basically creams with speckles of teal, brown, light brown. I see some grays. Yep, there's some gray in there. Gorgeous. And the last DK twist is New Moon. And it's basically blues, and there's some purple in there and brown. I see some green, teal, even some purple. There's another word for that color. It's kind of like a, I don't want to say it's royal blue. That's really pretty. New Moon. So that's all the yarn, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to have to lay it all out in the sun the next nice day that we have. And hopefully freshen it up a little bit. So she also gave me some hooks. Originally, she was going to meet me at the library today. And she was going to bring the hooks and let me go through them and take what I wanted. Well, she said she was starting to come down with something, so she didn't go. So I had to go to her house and pick this stuff up on her porch. So she threw in all the hooks that she didn't want. And I went through them and pulled out what I may use in the future. But the one that I was most excited about was this Addy hook. Because it's got the kind of tip that I like. It's pointed like a clover. And 5mm, I use these all the time, but I've never used an Addy hook. I know they're really popular, so I'm anxious to try it. And then among the ones that I picked, why is that in there? Oh, because it's a boy. Most of these are boy hooks. And I don't usually use them. I prefer the ergonomic hooks myself, but you know, I could get me some of that polymer clay like other people do and make my own if I wanted to. So we have an H hook, boy. We have a K, and some of these just have the letters on them, so I kind of have to think about J in my head because I know J is 6, and I have to go forward or backward to figure out what the millimeter is. So H is a 5, K is a 6.5. That looks awful big for 6.5. And then there's another K, and another H, and here's 9mm. It actually has the size on it. There's 9. And the last boy is another 9. And then we have what I now think I have just found out because I watched Ginger's video. These are Dollar Tree hooks because they have the little button on the end. And I've got a 5 and a 5.5. I already have one of these. I can't remember what size it is. And I've used it and I don't mind it. So I thought I'd just keep those. So those will be mine. And then these other ones, I'll put on Marketplace or something. I have a set of these that are supposed to be they're supposed to be the knockoffs for, what's that brand? That really high-end brand. Actually, this feels a little different than the ones that I got. Anyway, I don't care for them. They're not smooth enough for me. I don't really care for them. So there was a whole set of those. And then there's a whole bunch of these double-ended hooks. There's no name on them. It just gives the millimeter size. I don't even know what's the purpose of a double-ended hook. I have no idea. Somebody tell me. So you have fewer hooks? I don't know. So I have a bunch of those. And then I have a couple of these, which I don't knit, so I may save these for Kelly. She might want them. But yeah, those I don't want. These I'll take. And you know, if I need them, they're there. If I don't, they're there. So that's my weekend update. No, this isn't Saturday Night Live. So I am so excited to have all this beautiful yarn. I am so thrilled. I can't even tell you how thrilled I am. I'll be even more thrilled when I can freshen them up. So that's it for me. I appreciate you joining me today, or, you know, whatever day, well, today. You may not watch this at the time that I post it, so whenever you watch it, I love that. I hope that I'm speaking loud enough, but I'll adjust the volume in the editing, and hopefully it'll be okay. I think that's all I have. Yeah. I'm going to make some more hats, I think, so I can donate them and burn through some of this yarn. I was glad to, I mean, I can make a whole bunch of these and take them to market. you know, sell them for $10 a piece. That's about what I have in a yarn. No more than that. That's a cute hat. That's a cute hat. And it's wool. And it's soft. And it's beautiful. And it's handmade. So, yeah, I'm going to make some more. Burn through some of this yarn I have. That would make a cool hat. Wouldn't it? That would make a really cool hat. Almost seems like a waste, though, to make a hat. But we'll see. We'll see. So thanks again, you guys, for joining me. I don't know when I'll be putting out another video. I'm not expecting anything to share. I'll probably be back on Wednesday for a Whip Wednesday and see what I can make progress on between now and then. I'm still working on that pink lemonade wrap using the Star Stitch combo from Crystal. I'm hearing noises. I don't know what I'm hearing. And I should be working on my poncho, my inlines alpaca poncho, not using alpaca. And I forgot to mention in my last video, if anybody would like to join me and Vicky Joe in our little crochet along to make this poncho, the link to the poncho is in my community tab. I believe that's where I put it. I think. So if anybody wants to join us, you're more than welcome. The pattern is on Hobie. It's a paid pattern, but you know, it's not expensive. And it's a great pattern. If you like texture, you will love this poncho pattern, and it's easy. Front post, back post, that's all it is. Front post, back post. Goes a little slow, but it uses up a good amount of yarn. So, you know, if you have yarn you want to use, you know, a 3-weight or 4-weight yarn that you'd want to use, Vicki and I are going to be using the Lion Brand Divigation, ice cream divigation. So I'm excited to start that. So if you want to jump on board, please do. We would love to have you. And in the meantime, I'm going to get out of here because I don't have anything else to tell you. I don't think. But I did want to mention that poncho. Excuse me. So I'm going to let you go. And I will see you guys again on Wednesday for Whip Wednesday. And I hope that you're all well and doing good, staying healthy, and do the best you can to stay healthy. And I hope those of you that are watching have found Jesus and are following him, because our days are numbered. Whether we like it or not, our days are numbered. And whether he's coming back in my lifetime or not, I'm going to assume that he is. So I'm trying to live my life accordingly. I'm trying really hard to live my life accordingly and to please him. So hopefully you will do that also. Remember, though, that he loves you. God loves you. And he wants the best for you. And he wants you in heaven. When this world is gone and passed away, he wants you in heaven, because he is your heavenly Father. So of course he wants the best for you. But just like when you were a kid, he has rules. He has rules. And if you don't follow those rules, you get in trouble. So, we don't ever grow up. We always have to answer to our Father, our Heavenly Father, because he knew us first. He knew us before our physical father did. So we have to please him. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. You guys take care, and we will see you on the next one. I love you, and take care. Bye.